Much of the heavy rain hit Oahu's North Shore last night and this morning, causing some homes and roads to flood. Neighbors spent the early morning hours cleaning up what they could to prevent even more flooding. Alex Serbald joins us now from the North Shore with more. Alex?
Aloha, Joe. This is one of the roads that is still flooded. It's Kanui Road right by Rocky Point. To my right here is Kamehameha Highway. Now, we spoke with city crews this afternoon, and they told us that this area would be cleaned up in about 8 to 10 hours. That's how long it would take to clean up. But they said that they were waiting for a Vector truck to arrive to suck out all the water. Still, we haven't seen the crews or the truck come by since we last spoke with them.
First wave, river came this way.
Yeah.
Second wave, river came down this way, around, and then out.
Chad Cataluna lives near Sunset Beach, and with the help of his sons was able to prevent a lot of water from entering his home.
There's about probably maybe a 3/4 inch of water just ran right through our whole house.
He says it could have been much worse, but his son Mason helped create a dam to block the water.
The water was up to the stairs, and it was going in the house.
Were you a little bit nervous about what was happening?
Mm-hmm.
What was going through your mind?
Like if we would get flooded or not.
We were there when the Red Cross dropped off the first box of supplies to Chad to help with the cleanup.
Oh, looks like we got some buckets of cleaning items.
Along Kamehameha Highway, front yards are flooded. In some areas, it looks like a pool of brown water.
We actually dug a little hole for it to get out to the storm drain. And so that's working pretty good today.
Here at Sunset Beach, lifeguards put up this yellow tape around 10 o'clock this morning. They tell me they've never seen damage like this before. Take a look at the bike path. You can see the wall completely separated from it, leaving this giant hole. Not too far from here, another resident showed us the damage to his home.
When the rain and the water come, it floods our yards, and it flooded my downstairs. All my floors are ruined.
Doug Deal tells me he had about a foot of muddy water on his property.
And it came like a river in here. It came through the street from that side. And my wife and I saw it. There was nothing we could do about it.
Doug says the drainage ditch near the bike path had a lot of debris that ended up in his home. So we checked with the city to find out more about when it was last cleaned. We'll let you know when we get an answer. And when the city crews were here serving the area, they did tell us that this area gets flooded about once a year. We also want to let you know that there is some flooding in the parking lot of Sunset Beach, right where the bathrooms are in the back of the parking lot. That area is flooded right there. If you need any help from the Red Cross, be sure to give them a call. Reporting from the North Shore, I'm Alex Serbald for KHON 2 News.
Today's bad weather has left a windward Oahu school without a cafeteria and Kalihi business looking for a long-term fix for its flood-prone street. Manola Morales joins us with that part of the story. Manola?
Joe, a tent that has served as the cafeteria for Kekula O Samuel Kamakau Charter School had to be taken down, and at Sun Noodle Company in Kalihi, production had to slow down because of flooding on Colburn Street. School officials tell me that the tent that has served as the cafeteria for 157 students was no match for the wind gusts that swooped down from the Ko'olau Mountains around 6:30 Wednesday morning. The tarp was blown off and some of the metal poles were bent.
It's the mountain range. The mountain range pulls the winds and it grabs them, and then they come crashing down right here. And you will never see that in the rest of Kaneohe. It's unique to this area.
Allsbrook tells me that the tent is normally taken down when bad weather is on the way, but she didn't expect the winds to be that strong. How do you get it back up?
Well, we've got two kinds of fundraising going on. The temporary tent, we've got to have some place for our children to eat outside every day, and this is it. And then in a long-range plan, we're raising $150,000 to build a real facility.
The school has raised only $1,000 so far, so kids are a long way from getting that indoor cafeteria. In the meantime, Allsbrook tells me kids will be eating outside when it's dry and in the classrooms when it's raining. Not ideal for the kids, I'm sure.
No, but immersion schools are a very important part of education, so we're here for the long haul.
On Colburn Street in Kalihi, any significant rain presents a problem for Sun Noodle Factory. The business is located at the lowest point of the road, and there is no drainage nearby.
The closest is the one that on the Mokawea Street, which which is about 400 feet away from where we are.
Because workers and customers have a difficult time getting in and out of the facility, the business has to cut its production in half. The company has a plan in place to solve the drainage problem.
We're talking about $500,000.
But that's the only way to prevent this.
And we don't see any other solution at this moment. We talked to a lot of consultants.
The first step is finding out who owns that private road. Now, we've checked with the city for some help. We'll give you an update if we get more information. Manolo Morales, KHON 2 News.